Amazing audience. Let me do this because sometimes people do not believe it's real, right? So amazing audience, it's real. Right? That's Terry, right? Yeah, Terry Wildemann. Are you seeing the background though? Wow. So let me touch our hands. Like, this is real, and this is not like green screen. There is no green screen here. I think Terry might just have won the best location thus far for a recording, right?
Yeah.
So let me now introduce you to Terry Wildemann. Terry, it's a great pleasure to connect with you face to face after having a voice-to-voice conversation. How are you doing?
It's great to connect with you too.
Yeah, please do give us an update for those that do not know who you are, what you are doing, and what has changed in the last year or two.
Well, I'm Terry Wildemann with Intuitive Leadership, and I'm all about working with entrepreneurs and with professionals and helping them really become the best that they can be at work and at home. And we do that by tapping into intuition. And because you can have all the knowledge in the world, all the degrees in the world, but if we keep ignoring our intuition, which keeps giving us our nudges, sometimes that practical stuff can really get in the way of living a very happy life.
Yeah, that's amazing. Where can people connect with you?
At www.intuitiveleadership.com.
I will ask you that again because I think it's important to put that throughout the interview as people listen and connect with you.
Sure.
Tell me, what led you to decide to interact with your intuition?
Well, I'm not sure it was a decision as much as it's always been a part of me. We're born with our intuition. And unfortunately, as children, it gets squashed out of us because we'll say that we saw this, or we heard this, or we did that, and the people in our environment go, "Oh, you're just kidding. Oh, that's not true." So we tend to begin to disbelieve those things that really are real.
Yeah.
And what led me to it, and to really give a put, I want to say propel this information out to professionals in entrepreneurship, is because some of the most important people in the world talk about intuition. Many naval officers, and we're here at the Newport Naval Base, and many naval officers talk about intuition and how intuitively it may have saved people's lives, or it did save people's lives.
Yeah.
So it's that inner sense, that inner knowing that comes either from the third eye, or we hear words, or we feel things, or we just sense things.
Yeah. I've heard many women say that I'm using my intuition.
Yes.
Have you seen or experienced that women operate more in their intuition than men, or is it vice versa?
That's a great question. I do believe in women's intuition. I believe in mother intuition. I believe in parental intuition.
Yeah.
I've met many men who are highly intuitive. The issue comes when we're too scared to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're too scared to mention it because we're concerned that we're going to be ridiculed, or we're not going to be taken seriously. We aren't going to be we're this very practical, logical, professional, taken seriously person, and you talk about listening to something that comes in and people look at you like you have three heads on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So that fear can sometimes get in the way of really listening the way we want to listen. Now, mother's intuition, that's common knowledge. People know that. It's the same kind of intuition whether you're masculine or feminine.
Yeah, I love that. I love how you broke that up. Now, how does your husband, all right, and you interact, where I'm guessing you are more intuitive than him?
He's come a long way.
Yeah.
He has come a real long way. He really has. And there are times he tunes into things that I don't, because I'm in my head, I'm in a very practical place, and he'll come up with it. Now, I will say that he just looks at me in awe. It took a long time for him to really accept my gifts, because my gifts run deep and they run wide.
Yeah.
And my kids, I'll never forget the one time my daughter, who is also a Navy lieutenant, called me up. Mom, where's my bag? Do you have any idea? And I went, yeah, look, here. She calls me back. She's like, how do you do that? I just saw the image and told her where it was.
That's amazing. I believe my mother is very intuitive as well. Having interaction with her, it wasn't nice as a parent because you all use that to find us out, right? So that wasn't always enjoyable, but I've grown to really appreciate her. Which brings me to a segment we cover called Your Own Unique Real Shoes. You know, many people see your shoes and they wonder, oh, I love those shoes, but they do not see or foresee or even in hindsight see what you've walked or where you've walked to.
Yes.
What is one struggle that you've had over the last year or two that people do not know that they can relate to understand that there are challenges as we journey along on this path?
It's basically what we're talking about. It's really coming out of the spiritual closet. It's I started the Intuitive Leadership Center in 2001. I actually owned a leadership center from 2001 to 2009, and I was ahead of my time. I was teaching the communications, resilience, team building, leadership skills, the same stuff I'm teaching now.
Yeah.
However, I had to watch every single word that I'm saying, that I was saying then, and it really wasn't fun like I wanted to. I had to be very careful of coming into things with a very practical sense first, and then once I gained their trust, then going more into the intuitive place. Now I'm being called in a huge way to really bring it forward.
Yeah.
My new Facebook page, Powered by Angels, was one of them. I originally called it Angels in Business, and we recently changed the name to Powered by Angels, because what I know is we are powered by angels when we allow the angels to help us. We have to ask them to help us.
Yeah.
And angels have saved my life, they've saved my children's life, and I can tell you story on top of story on top of story of how angels have worked with me and my family to allow things to process with calm, ease, and flow.
Love it. Tell people again when they can reach you, please.
www.intuitiveleadership.com.
Works well. Now, when you heard that this guy from the Caribbean, after having a voice-to-voice conversation, was going to come to meet you, what did you think?
Well, because I had already been interviewed by you, I was so excited to meet you in person. And I immediately knew that this is where we had to be. This is a beautiful location.
Yeah.
And we get, knowing that it's involved with the Revolutionary War, there's so much here that is part of freedom, and this tour
hope,
for you is a lot of freedom and hope.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about.
Yeah,
So,
I love that. What are you excited about?
I'm just excited sitting here with you and meeting your team. That's
Yeah.
really exciting. It really is.
What are you excited about with Terry Wildemann?
I'm excited about owning my truth, and I'm excited about sitting here talking with you about it and feeling really, really good about it.
I'm glad.
We've got a lot of wonderful things that are coming up, a lot of speeches that are coming up. Our retreats for leaders is going to be coming up very soon.
Yeah.
Lots of wonderful things that is allowing me to take my message of tapping into your intuition with gusto.
I love it. Where are you speaking next?
New York on Friday.
Boom, New York.
Boom,
Here comes
yes.
Terry.
Here we go.
Well, Terry, it's been a great pleasure having this conversation with you. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Always follow your heart. Avoid second guessing yourself. Follow your heart. Tap into your intuition. And you can go to www.quickshiftzone.com and download my free gift that helps you connect with your heart. It's a little 4-step process that is so easy you don't think it's working, but trust me, it does. So that's quick, Q-U-I-C-K, shift, S-H-I-F-T, zone, Z-O-N-E.com, and you will be able, just paste it on your bathroom mirror, put it in your purse, stick it on your in your windshield in your car. Use it for everything.
That's great. Terry Wildemann, again, thank you for having us. Thank you for giving us this real thing in the backyard. But most of all, more than the setting, more than the food we're about to eat, it's just great to touch and feel and see you. Yeah.
And you too.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Boom! Amazing audience again. You're hearing it live here on 12 Minute Convo. I'm really here. Ciao. Laters.